that this doesn't look exactly like low-cost innovation to you, right? I mean, clearly you can't just sort of, strut out of your hut, take a few, coconuts and sort of build a Mars mission, right? So it's not going to happen. That's not how it happens. So the thing is, they did a few clever things. The first thing, of course, is to reduce dependence on foreign imports, because the whole idea is a lot of products in the space industry in particular, right, but also generally in many other sectors, which come from the developed world to the developing world, are marked up big time, okay? So when you mark up something big time and somebody has to buy it, then obviously they can't be frugal anymore because they're buying sensors at an exorbitant rate, they're buying automation systems at an exorbitant rate, everything is exorbitant, right? I remember talking to a sensor manufacturer from over the other side of the lake in Freiburg, and they said, no, we don't go to countries like India because, they can't afford our stuff, right? I said, all right, okay, good. Because the longer they think like that, the more India builds out its own missions. So therefore, they built this. Now, if this wasn't clever enough or smart enough to have, built up the system with relatively low level of imports, the second, I think, was the even cleverer one, which is how do they get this there? And the way they did it is by what you call a slingshot, okay? So they put it into polar orbit using India's own rockets, and the PSLV put this in polar orbit, from where they used propulsion to gradually make it go a little bit into an elliptical orbit that gave it further momentum. It went around the planet, around Earth a few times. It achieved what they call a slingshot effect. Finally, it escaped Earth's gravity, and just at the right moment, got out and was directed in just the perfect way so that it would get captured by Mars on the other end and start orbiting Mars, okay? What did that achieve? It meant they didn't use as much fuel, right? They didn't have to use a heavy rocket to take it all the way up to geostationary orbit, right? All in all, that is innovation, right? That is innovation because the point here is it's as much a Mars mission as the NASA's Maven was, right? It's not like, oh, this is frugal innovation, so you know what, we'll just go to the moon and come back, right? No, it's a Mars mission, we got to get to Mars, right? So therefore, frugal innovation essentially means achieving the same results or at times even better results, right? But at a dramatically lower cost. And that requires innovation, right? That means you're not just frugal, you're smart. So frugal equals smart, right?